Hello everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Top 10 Toons, where we count down the top 10 cartoons, a variety of subjects involving all your favorite cartoons. New, old, it doesn't matter. There are hundreds of animated movies out there. Most of them are standalone movies, but a few of them are based on cartoon shows, and today we'll be counting on the top 10 best. Now this list won't be featuring anime movies because there are far too many out there, and as we all know by now, my knowledge of anime is very limited. So now that that's out of the way, let's begin! Here are the top 10 cartoon movies. Number 10. We start off the list with a short movie based on not one cartoon show but two. The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius and The Fairly Odd Parents. In 2004, Nickelodeon brought together two of their most popular shows in a crossover movie that was so successful that it became a trilogy. However, the original made it onto the list above the rest for starting it all and for the original wow factor of seeing two cartoon shows come together. After Timmy Turner can't come up with a science project for school, he makes a wish to be taken to the best laboratory in the universe, which just so happens to be Jimmy Neutron's lab. Too bad that Dexter doesn't share the same universe because he has Jimmy Neutron beat by a long shot. Anyways, Jimmy Neutron finds Timmy in his lab, and after a short confrontation, Jimmy accidentally poofs himself into Timmy's universe using a device that Cosmo and Wanda gave to Timmy to automatically return home. Meanwhile, Timmy accidentally converts Jimmy's mechanical pet Grover into a killing machine. And the rest of the movie is about how Jimmy and Timmy act in their separate universes. It's a fun movie to watch and was definitely a big deal back then. It would be so nice to see movies done like this nowadays. There are endless possibilities of cartoon crossovers, and the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour proves that it can be done and done well. Number 9.
Poachers!
We move out of the made-for-TV movies and go onto the big screen with the Wild Thornberrys movie. In the late 90s, early 2000s, Nickelodeon made a few big screen movies based on their most popular shows, and the Wild Thornberrys was one of the lucky shows to get their shot. The Wild Thornberrys is a show about a girl named Eliza, who has the power to speak to animals, and her crazy family, including a chimpanzee named Darwin and a crazy jungle boy named Donnie. The movie focuses on Eliza, as she is sent to boarding school after she almost died saving a cheetah cub from poachers. This is a big deal as the entire show was about the Thornberrys and their adventures in the wild. Having the family torn apart and the star sent to civilization is unheard of. But you can't keep a good Thornberry down, as Eliza escapes from boarding school to find a cheetah cub Tally and return her to her mother. The movie is very well done. The action is intense and the drama is real. It definitely feels like an adventure worthy of a movie. However, the movie is not as strong as other cartoon related movies. The action is best in the first scene of the movie and the rest feels shallow in comparison. In the end though, the movie is still worth a watch as you see Eliza put everything on the line to save the ones she loves.
My baby.
Number 8.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Out of all the cartoon movies on the list, this is perhaps the most obscure, but it is definitely worthy of a spot. Recess is a cartoon show about what else? Recess, and the adventures that a group of delinquents go through during their recess break. But the school year is through, and so everyone's excited to be going off to each of their own summer camps. Well, all except for TJ. All of TJ's friends from school leave and he is left alone. That is, until TJ discovers that his school is being used as the headquarters for a secret project to destroy the moon. How's that for a plot? TJ brings Principal Prickly down to investigate, but as soon as he tries to open the door to his school, he is hit by mysterious power and dematerializes, leaving only his shoes behind. TJ does all he can and brings in all the students of the school together to fight these secret agents and save the moon. Recess Goes Out does exactly what a cartoon movie should. It brings in all the characters in the show to a grand adventure that will be too big for an episode or two to show. It's an amazing, hilarious movie that I highly recommend. If you haven't seen it, go out and watch it now.
Okay, that right there, that was messed up.
Number 7.
Kids Next Door!
Battle stations!
If you want to see a prime example of a movie that takes a show to a whole new level, look no further than Operation Zero, the Kids Next Door movie. Kids Next Door is a cartoon about an organization of kids who battle adult tyranny using crazy gadgets. It's an amazing show and was one of the best cartoons out there that made you feel proud to be a kid. The movie takes a step up from the show by bringing in all the villains that the Kids Next Door face together and also introduces us to an even more powerful foe. We learn about the history of the Kids Next Door, as well as some big surprises and action. As some of the major bad guys from the show attack various K&D headquarters, a recommissioning module is stolen. According to the Kids Next Door rules, as soon as a kid turns 13, their memories of the organization are erased to prevent teenagers and adults from knowing all their secrets. The recommissioning module is the only thing that can bring back their memories, and now it's in the hands of the adults. The memories of the K&D is returned to Grandfather, the most powerful villain to ever face the Kids Next Door, and he has a plan to turn everyone in the world into senior citizen zombies. So the Kids Next Door from across the world must all come together and defeat the evil Grandfather and return the world to normal. It's a great story that perfectly matches the tone of the show. It's full of action and adventure with plenty of secrets revealed that will shock even the most hardcore fans. It's the Kids Next Door in their biggest battle ever. What more could you want?
5 words only. We are Kids Next Door.
Number 6. Alvin and the Chipmunks has had several movies over the years, from the original Chipmunk Adventure to the new live-action adaptation. But none is as well made as Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet the Wolfman. Alvin, being his horror-obsessed self, believes that their neighbor Mr. Talbot is a werewolf. Of course, no one believes him until Theodore is bitten and begins to change into a were-chipmunk. Theodore becomes braver, stronger, and meaner as he slowly changes. Alvin and Simon go on a mission to help their brother before it's too late. It's a short movie, but very well done. It feels like a Chipmunks movie should. It may not be their biggest movie, but it captures the essence of the characters and the show, all while providing us with a fun little adventure. Number 5. This little gem of a cartoon movie is one of the best cartoon movies out there, but I had to put it low on the list because it can only be appreciated if you're a fan of the show. However, if you are a fan of Ed, Edd and Eddy, you're in for a grand time. Ed, Edd and Eddy is a show about a trio of kids who live in a cul-de-sac and try to scam the other kids in the neighborhood for money so that they can buy jawbreakers. The big picture show is just fantastic. It was made as a way to end the series, and boy did they deliver. Everything you ever wondered about the show is revealed. Will Kevin and Naz ever be a thing? Who would win in a fight, Sarah or the Kinkers? Who is Eddie's big brother? Just who is Captain Melonhead? Okay, maybe not that last one, but there are plenty more surprises. We start off with the trio running away as someone is coming after them. We don't know who it is, but we can feel the suspense as they try to flee, panicking along the way. I've never felt so much suspense in an animated movie as I had with this one. I wish I could talk more about the movie, but what makes it so great is all the mystery and surprises. If you're a fan of Ed, Edd and Eddy, you should really watch it all for yourself. It gave me goosebumps all throughout the movie with a permanent smile on my face. It's like a love letter from the creators. It gives us everything we ever wanted, making us feel as if we had just come out of a long, incredible journey. It is the best ending to a series I've ever seen. Number 4. Considered by many to be one of the best Batman movies, Mask of the Phantasm is definitely worthy of that title. The only Batman movie directly relating to Batman the Animated Series, this movie takes the look and feel of the show to the big screen. A mysterious assassin is going around killing criminals, and due to the similar look that he has to Batman, the police believe that Batman is the one responsible, in spite of Commissioner Gordon's protest. One of Bruce Wayne's lovers from 10 years ago returns, and we see a rare sight to the crime-fighting hero as he begins to fall for her all over again. Meanwhile, the assassin is still targeting criminals, including Valestra, who calls on the Joker for help. So now Batman has to face this mysterious killer, the Joker, and the Gotham City Police Department, as he also tries to find love and the true identity of the assassin. It's a great tale that has a ton of mystery and action. It's considered to be one of the best Batman flicks, and I have to agree, it's Batman at its best. Number 3. My goodness, there are a ton, and I mean a ton of Scooby-Doo movies out there. 46 as of the time of this episode. But the number 3 spot goes to the best of them all, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Even though it's been done to death by now, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island was the first to really bring the idea of the gang facing off against real monsters, rather than just someone in a mask. The concept of real monsters had been done before in previous Scooby-Doo movies, but not as antagonists that the mystery gang had to defeat. The movie starts off with the gang breaking up, after they become tired of the old man in a mask cliché for every one of their mysteries. However, after the group comes together to surprise Daphne for her birthday, they are invited to an island that is said to be haunted by real ghosts. The gang doesn't believe this, of course, but they decide to go anyways, and that's when the fun starts as they come across zombies, ghosts, and even werewolves. It was a big deal back then to see Scooby-Doo and the gang try to solve a mystery while fending off real monsters. The danger that they face this time is real, and it makes it all the more suspenseful. The film still holds up today as it is the best Scooby-Doo movie thus far. The action, horror, comedy, and music are all top-notch. It is definitely one of the best cartoon movies out there. Number 2. The Powerpuff Girls movie is probably Cartoon Network's biggest movie thus far. The movie was released in several theaters and is a prequel to one of Cartoon Network's biggest series. The movie shows the backstory to the Powerpuff Girls and the origin to their greatest foe, Mojo Jojo. We all know how the Powerpuff Girls came to be. You mix sugar, spice, and everything nice. Not forgetting the accident that caused Professor Utonium to spill the chemical X on the mixture, causing the girls to be born with superpowers. But what exactly caused this little accident? In a new view of the past that we had never seen before, we see that the professor had a pet chimp with him at the time named Jojo. Now Jojo was a destructive little fellow, and it was him who pushed the professor, causing the chemical X to spill and therefore causing the Powerpuff Girls to come to be. The next day, the girls, not having learned how to control their powers, fly through the city playing tag with each other and ignorantly causing a wake of destruction. Professor Utonium was arrested for creating the girls, and they vowed to never use their powers again. On the way home from school, walking on foot, they were ambushed by the Gang Green Gang, but are saved by a mysterious cloaked hero who turns out to be Jojo. As it turns out, a bit of the chemical X spilled on Jojo's head during the creation of the girls, causing his brain to expand and giving him super intelligence. But Jojo isn't the nice guy he claims to be, as he tricks the Powerpuff Girls into building them a laboratory on top of the volcano in the city. He then implements his plan to inject chemical X into all the chimps in the zoo and causing everyone in Townsville to hate the girls even more. The Powerpuff Girls now must defeat an army of super intelligent apes while saving the city from destruction and restoring their good name. This is a super action-packed movie that brings new light to the Powerpuff Girls' origins. It was a strange choice to go with the prequel as a movie, but the Powerpuff Girls pulled it off well. The action is intense and the movie as a whole is incredibly fun. It is an amazing movie well worth a watch. Number 1. The Rugrats was one of Nickelodeon's most popular shows, so when Nickelodeon planned to bring their Nicktoons to the big screen, they decided to start off big with these pint-sized adventurers. Rugrats was a cartoon about the life of a small group of babies and all the adventures that they go through. It was a simple concept that worked very well as Rugrats ran for 13 years. But what kind of adventure can a baby bunch go through worthy of a movie? How about the introduction of a brand new character? Dee Dee, Tommy's mom, gives birth to a new member of the Rugrats team, Dill. Afterwards, we get a rather emotional moment as Tommy becomes sad after Dill gets all the attention and even has a scuffle with him. Stu tells Tommy the responsibilities he must go through being the big brother. Tommy takes this lesson to heart as he tries his best to care for his little bro. However, the others don't like Dill, so they decide to take him back to the hospital using the reptile car that Stu built. Unbeknownst to them, Dill had taken Angelica's prized possession, Cynthia, and now Angelica follows behind them using Spike as a guide. The Rugrats end up crashing into the woods and Dill is taken by a gang of runaway circus monkeys, as strange as that may sound. So now Tommy and the gang must find Dill and return home. It's an incredible story chock full of action and drama. This movie has some of the most touching scenes in animation and it definitely pulls on your heartstrings. The Nickelodeon staff put all they had into this movie and it shows. It's a fantastic movie that takes one of the best Nicktoons to a whole new level. And there you have it, the top 10 cartoon movies. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you think any other movie should have made it onto the list, be sure to leave a comment below and share what you think are some of the best cartoon movies you've seen. Also, be sure to leave a comment suggesting what list you would like to see. But for now, it's time for... Last episode, we asked you to vote for your favorite Toon network. Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. Now for the results. The winner is... Cartoon Network by just one vote. You know what they say, every vote counts. Now for the next Toon Tally. World's Fastest. Who do you think is the fastest Toon? Roadrunner? Speeding Gonzales? Sonic? The Flash? Or Rainbow Dash? Don't blink or you might miss them. Vote now for your choice for the fastest Toon by clicking the I in the top right corner or by clicking the link in the description below. These are the fastest Toons on the planet, but only you can decide which speedster will succeed. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you're new here, why not subscribe to catch the next episode as soon as it goes live? Also, be sure to leave a comment for next episode's list, Top 10 Ending Theme Songs. There are some incredible ending themes out there that rival that of opening theme songs. If you know of some, leave a comment below and your suggestion just may make it onto the list. Thanks again for watching and see you all next time.
There! Now that's a wonderful title!
We'll soon find out because we're going to go
To the wishing star, to the wishing star. And something weird and so bizarre, it fell to earth from way afar.
We're on the way to the wishing star.
The wishing star, oh yes we are. On our way, so we'll say bonsoir. Ciao you guys and au revoir. Now we're off to the wishing star.
Around the world in 80 days.
I got a jet, but you can bet that when I'm 12, I'll be back to say I won on December 21. Oh yes, indeedy. I'll be speedy. That's my sweetie.
Hooray for Tweety!
Fuck, shit, cock, ass, titties, butter, bitch, muff, pussy, cock, butthole, Barbra Streisand!
Greymon now.
You can be whoever you want. Big guy.
Nova Flame!
is useless to challenge me.
It's not gonna end like this, Mewtwo. We won't let it.
Looks like an uninvited guest is trying to crash the party, Quail Dog. No time to lose. Fly away!
When danger calls, there's one superhero who's always there to pick up the phone. Part quail, part man, all hero. Quail Man and his super pal, Quail Dog.
I'll be back for you!
As much as I thought, okay? I guess maybe I even kind of like you a little. Heck, I guess you might even kind of say that I like you a lot.
You do? You did this for me?
That's right, hair boy. I mean, criminy. What else are you supposed to do when someone you love is in trouble?
Love?
You look just like I thought you were.
That's enough. I think you got your answer. I heard you were crazy. I didn't think you were stupid.
Hello, Gotham. Joker's back in town.
Can't be.
Oh, no. Your old eyes do not deceive you, Brucey. After all, who know me better than you?
All right, Titans, this is our mission. We're fugitives from the law. We've got a criminal on the loose who can make other criminals. And the only way we can clear our names is to hunt him down and bring him to justice.
It's Tiny Toon Adventures with some summer fun. Now the video's begun.